What's going on, beautiful people? So I just gave a beautiful session to a client and I had to share the insights that came through because it was so magical, and I know it's going to serve a lot of people. And so this message is especially for you if you're someone who's been finding yourself having difficulty getting in tune with your joy and with your excitement and your inspiration, and perhaps even having some difficulty in choosing yourself in life. Now, when I say the words choosing yourself, what I really mean is choosing your excitement, choosing your inspiration, choosing your highest joy, choosing what lights you up. Because when you're choosing excitement and what lights you up, it makes you feel like more of yourself. It makes you feel more expanded, more alive, more creative, more clear, more in flow. And so it's literally choosing yourself. It's choosing your higher self. So now this was just such a beautiful session because that was the theme. The theme was around choosing yourself. And so what was interesting in the session is that as I was offering my channeling and the messages I was bringing through and weaving through the idea of choosing yourself, at some point I noticed that there was a shift that wasn't happening that I was looking for. And I was curious as to why that wasn't happening, because I'm very big on creating shifts and like massive breakthroughs in the moment. I love doing that. And so first, before I get to that, I just want to highlight a little bit more this idea of choosing yourself. See, in your life, if there's anywhere where you're not choosing your highest excitement and you're not choosing your highest inspirations and loves because you think that you have people to be responsible for, or because there's other people you care for, and you would feel guilty if you chose yourself and chose your joys, there's a misunderstanding in your consciousness, because choosing your excitement, choosing yourself, is your highest responsibility. It's literally the thing that will allow you to respond better. It will give you the ability to respond better to your life. And by choosing your excitement, you're choosing to be more of yourself, which means you have more of yourself to give. Right? So choosing your excitement means choosing more of yourself. You have more of yourself to give, which allows for more alignment, more flow, more synchronicity, and allows you to be of highest service to those people that you were saying that you care for. Because if you actually care for those people, if you actually have compassion for those people, then you'll choose yourself. Because if it's not actually in alignment for you to be in whatever situation you might be in, or to help certain people you might be helping, then it's not in alignment for them either. In other words, if someone is constantly asking you for help, or you feel like you need to be there for a certain person all the time, or people, but it doesn't resonate with you, it drains you, it makes you feel heavy, then you're not actually being in service to the person, and you're not actually offering them the highest level of compassion. That doesn't mean you're not offering them compassion, but you're just not offering them the highest, fullest expression of compassion and service that you can. Because if it's not in alignment for you, it's not in alignment for them either. In fact, by you choosing to do something that's not in alignment for you, you're actually blocking and preventing a certain synchronicity and alignment that has been trying to happen for them from happening, because you keep causing an interference, right? So it is the highest act of service and compassion and responsibility to choose your excitement. Because when you choose your excitement, again, you feel like more of yourself, so you feel more love, and you feel more creative, and you feel more inspired, so you have access to more opportunity and flow, which allows you to bring in more abundance, which will allow you to care for people in bigger and better ways. Choosing your highest excitement is the highest form of responsibility and service and love you can possibly offer. Now, with that said, these are a lot of the things that I was sharing with my client. And as I was sharing it, I was noticing, even though he was receiving it and getting it, the shift wasn't happening that I was looking for. I'm like, where's that shift? How come I still don't see that shift I'm looking for? Because again, what this person was looking for was to get more in tune with their excitement and inspirations again, because it felt like, oh, it's been a long time. Like the old me was very excited, but this me, it's like, I just don't know where it is. And what I reflected to him is that it's not that his excitement and inspirations are gone, it's just that he's in the wrong radio station in his consciousness. So if you imagine your consciousness like a radio station, if you're on the radio station of who you truly are, then you're gonna have access to excitement, inspiration, joy, and so forth. But if you're on the radio station of who you think you need to be, I think I need to help these people, be there for these people, do these things, all these things that I don't feel resonance with, then of course you're not gonna feel the frequencies of excitement and joy and all those things that are present for you on the other radio station. So the basic rule of thumb here is the sooner you let go of who you think you need to be, the sooner you become more of who you truly are again, and be of highest service, compassion, and love to all involved. Now, with that said, the subtlety that I picked up on while I was working with this person, when I was looking for that shift, I'm like, what's going on here? So I looked a little deeper in his energy field, and immediately what I saw was this energy, this frequency of indebtedness, that there was somewhere inside of himself where he felt indebted to other people. And that was why, the driving reason why he was constantly showing up in the way he was and helping and serving and caring in ways that didn't resonate with him, because subconsciously, or actually unconsciously in his case, he felt indebted. And so he was trying to pay off a debt energetically. And so the thing that I reflected to him, that I'm reflecting to you now, that was the absolute game changer for him, and it was so enjoyable, literally it was just like, whoa, was that it is impossible to be indebted to anyone. It's impossible. Even if, let's say, someone comes into your life and swoops into your life who changes your life and pulls you out of a bad situation and is giving you money and is giving you care and giving you wisdom and doing all these things, and you're just like, I don't even know what I did to deserve this. Even in that scenario, the person who swooped in to help you is receiving so much. They're learning ways in which they can help. They're learning more about their own power and gifts. They're receiving lots of abundance. They're receiving lots of joy. So the exchange is always equal. It's impossible for you to be indebted because you're always receiving the fullness of life. It's impossible. So this is what I wanted to reflect to you, is that it is impossible to be indebted to anyone. And so you can dissolve that from your consciousness, and so that now you can choose and realize yourself as debt-free. And now that you're debt-free, you can invest in your higher self. You can invest in your excitement without debt, without guilt, because again, it is impossible to be indebted to anyone. There is always an equal exchange. Otherwise, the manifestation wouldn't happen. The reality wouldn't line up. Okay, so even if with your physical mind, you might not see it in the moment of how things are equal, it's always equal. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening. All right, so I hope this message was useful, and I hope it was a game changer for you as much as it was for this person. And if you feel that this message will support or empower or inspire someone else, please go ahead and share it in your stories or wherever else, and help me get the message out there. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm sending you guys so much love. I appreciate you. Thank you for always being here and supporting me. And I'm looking forward to dancing with you guys again soon. All right? Lots of love.